soybeans here. This is actually a new farm, so we're laying her down. That's a yes. 100 acres. Well, everybody, welcome back to the good old Southern IA. Where I left you guys yesterday, I was actually headed off to go plant another field. We showed up here. Dad kind of made the decision that he didn't want to plant this field, so I ended up parking the tractor last night in the planter and calling it a day. However, our weather forecast for the day does not look very good. It's overcast right now. There's parts of this field that are in okay shape, and then there's other parts that aren't very good. It looks like we're supposed to be getting rain coming in maybe around 2 or 3 o'clock today. I called Dad, said, hey, come check this out. He's gonna come take a look at it. He's gonna be the final decision on whether we try and stick this field of beans in the ground. Don't forget, when the first vlog that reaches 2,000 likes from this planting season, we'll give away a hat. And also when we reach 2,000 subscribers, we'll give away a hat. And let me tell you what, my arm's starting to get a little bit tired from giving old bandit dog here a bunch of scratches in the morning. But there's the boss man. Let's see what's happening. Like Dad kind of agreed with me here that we're going to take a chance on getting these beans in the ground. This field here is like a sub 40 acre field, so I should be able to get it all planted before the rain comes, knock on wood. I don't have enough beans in the planter to plant all this, so if we can get going, Dad's going to take off, go get me some beans. We should have, hopefully by the time, maybe 10-15 acres in the ground, and maybe get this field planted before the rain comes. We'll find out. Here I got to tell it where we're at here. This is actually a new farm, so I think what we're calling this. These are 3.5. So what the ag leader's doing for me here in this tractor is it's steering for me, and then also I'm mapping my hybrids here. So we're planting soybeans. It's planted by the seeds. It's a champion soybean. These are a 3.5, and then X means extend bean or dicamba beans. So that's planting what we're planting here. My region's just fine. We're gonna pull up a map here. We're gonna start this event. I could start a pattern. I will start a pattern, new pattern. We're not gonna do a straight path yet. We're gonna do a smart path. Smart path identifies the last curve that you did, basically, so it mimics your last pass. Guidance pattern's good. Planter's going up in the air. Planter should be going up in the air. There we go. What do you say we go do some planting, bud? Well, what's going to happen here is I'm going to plan for a little bit. We'll get out, see how things are going. I changed my mind. It definitely did sprinkle here. Look at the hood of the tractor and the fenders there. Definitely did end up getting a sprinkle here last night. But there's dry dirt on top. It's just, it's the go time. That's what it is. Land her down. Stop there. Let's go check things out. It's planting them, it's covering them. We're about 1.25 inches deep or so. But right here is actually kind of some dry area on the dirt. So we're gonna have to see what's going on the rest of the farm here. I just had an engine code beep at me, which it was ECU 37. So I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look it up, but it's gone away. I got a feeling it has to do with that. I don't think I had the tractor quite warm as it should have been before we started rolling here. got 5 acres done.
I'll go get you some beans.
So I'm gonna go back there, put 3 end rows on that side, then I'm gonna go to that field and just start going back.
That one, remember, I need to have.
Oh yeah, we need more than that, don't we?
Yeah, I wanted
Because of that terrace.
It's set up for 120 feet east of that north-south terrace.
Okay, yeah, so I need to put 4 end rows in over there.
Yeah, 2 on the
High
west
side of that terrace.
4 on the east side.
Okay. And then I'm just going to head up here to the north end and then just start going back and forth. I only need end rows here and over there, and that's it. So, okay. Okay, so if we look at the map here where we've been using this Integra, we can go to the big view of the map. I have the end rows in that I want to do because the way that we're facing here, which is this way, that's east, and we want to plant east, and this is east over here. We want to plant east and west mainly on this field, so I put end rows in on this side, and this side I really needed to put some here, but that's got a terrace deal. I'll deal with that later. So now we're ready to switch over to a straight AB line. And to do that, we go up here to our guidance box. We're just going to reset it from a smart path. We're just going to ask if we want to do that. Yep. So then we're going to do a new pattern right up here. We're going to change the pattern to a straight path, and then we're going to click OK. So then, since like I said that we're going to plant directly east and west here, we have the option to run the AB line where you click the A point and then you drive to the other end of the field, you click B, and then that's what makes your AB line. That works okay if you have like an angle that you want to continually go at and you're not sure what that angle is here. We can just say, hey, our heading is 89.7. Dang, I am close. And then you can click that and that'll create a straight path headed at 89.7 degrees. Or right here is I got a calculator next to it, or it looks like a calculator. I'm not sure if it's technically a calculator, but you can click on that, and true north is 0 degrees. So if I put 0 and then hit enter, I'm gonna go head true north and south. Well, 90 degrees is true east. So if I click that, we're gonna have a line straight east and west. So that's what we want. So we're gonna click 90 here. The pattern's been saved. We have now a true north and south, or east and west AB line, and we can get to planting again. Some of you might be thinking, whoa, 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 where's the sticker at, Ben? And yeah, I do actually have to give away a sticker in this video, but that has to come after lunchtime because it actually has been 24 hours since the last video has been posted. So we'll do that after lunch and actually after a fill-up, which is next. Wagons here. Coming up on lunchtime, so it's time to give away today's sticker. And if you guys are wanting to win a sticker, all you have to do is be my favorite comment within the first 24 hours of this video being posted. So comment down there in the comment section below, and don't forget to like the video while you're at it. But this one goes to Abel Wild, and actually yesterday Molly came and rode around with me for a little bit and helped respond to some of the comments so that I can keep up with them. Like I try and read every single one of them and respond to them when I can. So let's actually send you guys back to yesterday when Molly read this comment.
Is wiggly tingly a technical term?
Yeah, it's technical, but it's metric, not British standard. So thank you, Abel, for commenting. Send me an email and I'll get you a sticker sent out. To do something special for the sticker that's going to be given away from this video, I think I'm going to let Molly choose. When I said I think I'm going to let Molly choose, Molly said something along the lines of, "You're gonna let me choose the next sticker." There she is. That's gonna finish for this field. 33.3 acres. That's gonna be an easy one to remember. Excuse me, I'm talking. 33.3 acres here. New field for us this year. Farm my dad bought. So it's a pretty good farm. We put a lot of terraces in there. How many inlets did we end up putting in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually put 8 inlets in here with terraces. Put in a whole lot of 10-inch pipe. That's all in this video right up here, if you guys want to see that. And so this farm is actually set up to pattern tile at some point in time, if we get the equipment and the means to be able to do it. But as of right now, it hasn't started to rain. That's a great deal. So there's another small field that I could go to, which was actually the first field we tried to plant. It's probably maybe ready to go. I don't know. I'll talk with Dad here. But he's still got some beans on the bean wagon. We want to get those off of there. This planter doesn't need to be filled up yet. It's got 15 acres on it or so. But we'll probably be able to take all the beans off the bean wagon, get it put onto here, and then he can refill that or not. Who knows? This day's just going to be a crapshoot. I can tell you guys that. Looks like I was right. We're going to head out here, go to the next farm. Got enough beans to plant that whole farm, so my dad's going to go shuffle around some beans on the bean buggy, and I'm going to go plant this next piece, and then we'll probably see what Mother Nature's saying. But man, my stomach's starting to growl. I gotta eat some lunch. So other than that, what's going on right now is that Andrew's in the 9400 vertical tillage tool, trying to stay ahead of us here, trying to have enough ground prepped so if we get the chance to plant it, we can. Let's eat some lunch, head down the road. When I was saying let's eat some lunch, I was kind of talking to the YouTubers. I really wasn't talking to you, Mr. Sleep in His Eyes. Huh? Deja vu. Let's just hope we don't have planter issues. So right up here was where I was spinning pretty hard yesterday. We got the manual front wheel assist put in gear here. See if we can get through. Oop, that's a bump. Yeah, that was a little bit of a ruddy rut right there. Oh, bump. I felt that one. Oh no, she don't like it. She don't like it. She's gonna do it though. Get on, girl. We'll give you the horsies. Looks like we made it. Good deal. So Molly's actually at home right now. She's kind of on quarantine, or not really quarantine. Her work's affected, so she's not working right now. And she keeps finding things to do, and one of them, she made homemade bread here the other day. And it's like the loaves are like, I mean, that'd be like the bottom of the bread. I was like, I'll make a sandwich out of that. But I made a sandwich, and then I tried to fit it into my tray. I keep like the meat things, put the sandwiches in, that way they stay firm. And I tried to fit it in there, and I go, that ain't gonna work. Had to chop it in half, so I got 2 sandwiches out of the deal. You know what this sandwich needs? A couple of chips. Do blue healers need a couple of chips? That's a yes. We just got done with another one here. If we look into the actual information on the ag leader here, it'll say that the productivity, we're doing about 18.2 acres, or we are doing 18.2 acres an hour. That's actually faster than what we actually can do. It takes time to fill up. You got to transport back and forth, but when the planter is in the ground, we are doing 18.2 acres an hour. My average speed is right at 5 miles an hour. That's pretty darn good. And like I said, this was just a 15, 16 acre field here. So we're gonna fold up, head to the next one. looks like we might be coming up on a Southern Iowa roadblock here. Yeah, there's a mom here. Well, let us go on by. We ain't gonna do nothing. Hi, Mom. Better call the guy that owns those cows. This will be interesting here. So the fields that Andrew was tilling in, they are too wet to plant. So we have the fields around my dad's main shop over here that I was tilling in when I was working with the ag leader stuff, plus we were trying to get things dialed in, and then also what I planted the other day. So now we're in a part where parts that have been tilled and then other parts that haven't been tilled. So I guess we're testing no-till versus tilled dirt right now on an accident. So this will kind of screw with the chemical program. We're definitely going to have to get these weeds that are started up here already. I mean, there's already green out in here, so we'll have to make a pass here to get that killed off and figure out some way of doing that. It's just going to be a spot style spraying is what's going to end up happening. And that shouldn't change the chemical program too much, as in if we get a pre-emerge pass done, we should be able to then make the second pass on these beans all at the same time, I would assume, unless we put a bunch of residual in with the no-till dirt. It'll be interesting to see. My dad will come up with something. So I'm going to show you guys something cool that I like to do here. This is just a quick, easy, nitty-gritty way of kind of getting a couple of check strips or plots, I guess you could say. So right now we're planting an early season 3-2 bean, and what I was planting earlier was a 3-5 bean. And so out here in the field, which you'll see here in a second and you'll see it on the monitor, I left a check strip. So I'm going to add a new product, which is a 3-2 bean, and I'll explain why I'm adding a 3-2 bean when I already have a 3-2 bean selected here. So it's a champion, obviously, and this is a 3.2, and I just name it check. Okay, so now I just added another product here, 3-2 check, and then we'll go back here. Now my product's a 3-2 check. I'm going to turn on my mapping, and I'm going to go back to planting, and after I make a few passes, I'll show you guys why I did that. Still planting just fine. It's planting the same. We've done another 21 acres since we've come back into this field. And where we're at in this field is actually a flat of it. Well, you can tell it's a flat. But without pulling it up, I know that I'm on the same soil type. And actually in this field, I believe there's 9 different soil types. In Southern Iowa, it's basically common to have at least 5, but typically I would say we average about 7 different soil types in these fields. So products perform differently across those different soil types. So what I'm wanting to do is just a quick check on a head-to-head between 2 hybrids that I think that are going to be high performers for this year, the 3-2 bean and a 3-5 bean. And well, I had some 3-5 beans out here, and I put in 120 feet, so there's 120 feet strip right over here. I gotta turn. Like a down and dirty plot, I'm gonna make the ag leader do all the work for me. And what that means is I'm not getting out, I'm not making any flags out there, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just letting the ag leader record the difference in between the products. So here's the problem though, is that the majority of this field is going to be a 3-2 bean, and so that will have a difference between the 9 different soil types across this field like we talked about. And then I also did put some end rows in that are a 3-5 bean, so I can't just leave them labeled or product 3-5 and 3-2, because that's essentially putting different averages throughout the entire field, that's just fine. If you like split planter, then that's a very good head-to-head. But in this situation, I want to put head-to-head on our best soil type, which is a Dina, right up here, and that's what this is a Dina soil type. What's going to be the winner this year? Is it going to be the 3-5 yield horse, or is it going to be the really healthy with great yield potential 3-2 bean? We'll find out. 100 acres. Scared Bandit when I said that too. The logical question is, how do I harvest this data? Okay, so when I'm done planting, I'm gonna take all the data out of all the monitors that we have. I'm gonna put them into my Ag Leader SMS desktop software, be able to print out maps, look at things, have my records of everything that we did during planting season. And then when it comes to harvest time, I'm gonna create harvest files, which when we're harvesting, it'll come up and say, hey, you're harvesting a 3.5 bean right now. Well, it keeps track of all of the hybrids within the field, and then it will give you a report at the end saying what the average moisture was, what the average yield was, and things along those lines. So a quick, down and dirty way to do this is to just change the name of the hybrid. So that's why I put in 3.2 check, and then just go plant normally. Try and use a very uniform field here. So I'm gonna do 120 feet, 2 strips here total. And then just try and find a uniform soil type in a uniform part of your field, which this is not a bad spot right here. And then just go plant. And then when you harvest it, if you say each hybrid now, I'm doing 120 feet of it. When I get done, it'll say, hey, the 3.2 check did 101 bushels of soybeans per acre, and the 3.5 did 102 bushels of soybeans per acre. They're both really good hybrids at that point. For the USDA, they did like 23 and 26. But no, that's just a great way to use the technology to your favor so that you can learn how hybrids perform across different parts of your fields on your farms versus just, you know, taking word of mouth or looking at all these plots and stuff like that. It's just better to do your plots yourself, but it's time consuming to do those unless you use the technology to do it for you. So there we go, without even actually getting out of the planter. I can show you guys here. Oh, come on. What we've done here, there's my check strips. The blue is the 3.2 beans, the red is the 3.5 beans, just field wise here. We'll zoom in as auto steering for me. So there's where we just planted our 3.2 check beans, and there's where we just planted, the 3.5 check beans. There's where they're located. I can come back there. I can look at them throughout the year. Because the 3.2 bean is supposed to have great resistance to frog eye leaf spot, we can watch it grow all season long because we spend a lot of time right there. Hope you guys found that kind of interesting. If you got any questions about that, let me know in the comment section below. All right, I'm running here all by myself here for a little bit on this fill up. The overcast is coming in. I'm getting a couple of sprinkles every now and then. I'm gonna try and fill it up really quick. Maybe I can get back out there and continue to plant because it might not actually do anything here. It's been very spotty on and off all day. So we're gonna do a quick fill up. We're gonna keep racing the rain. Let's get to it. Well, I got it loaded up, but we've also got sprinkles starting in on here. So I'm gonna go try and finish up a little bit. It doesn't look like we're gonna get anything yet. So I'm just gonna see if it starts to stick to my depth gauge wheels. And if it does start to stick to the depth gauge wheels, we're gonna call it. Just been getting lots of back scratches from all the likes on this video, haven't you? Yeah. Well guys, the windshield wipers are on. I've got mud getting stuck to my depth gauge wheel. It's probably barely even planting right now. It isn't even barely planting right now. Yep, one side's not even planting. So we're gonna stop the mark on that. That'll remind me that I need to just completely replant that. 47 more acres got done in this field. That puts me well over 100, I believe, for the day, so that's good for a day where we started out thinking that I might not even actually get anything planted at all. So the weather doesn't look good here for the next few days, or actually it's supposed to rain today. I know, KPM2, we're done, it's okay. Shh. The weather doesn't look good the rest of the night. We're definitely going to be rained out tomorrow. The sun's supposed to shine again on Sunday. Maybe we can plant on Sunday. It's just going to depend on how much rain we get, but I doubt we're going to be able to plant. It looks like we're probably going into another spell where we're out of field from doing field work. But anyways, maybe we can continue onwards with the Ag Leader deal here, where when I go to plant the rest of this field, maybe I'll call it like 3.2 beans 14 days later, and then I can see the yield drag on being 14 days later on planted soybeans. But thank you guys again for hanging out with us again down here in southern Iowa. Don't forget, 2,000 likes and we'll be giving away a hat, or when we reach 25,000 subscribers. If you guys are enjoying the planting season vlog on day 3, which is today, hit that subscribe button for us. It'll support us, support the channel, and we'll see you next time down here in southern Iowa. My raindrops keep falling on my beans, gonna grow big bushel beans. So we're coming up here on lunchtime, so it's time to give away the sticker for today. So we're coming up on lunchtime, so it's time to give away a sticker from. So we're coming up on lunchtime, so it's time to give away today's sticker, something like that, and then we can maybe see the yield drag between other parts of the field, something cool like that. This KPM too. Oh my gosh, I have the planter down. Oops. Note to the editor, don't put that in.